Hi everyone, it's me Darlene, finally back to the strip quilt. I have a fairly new setup. It's a little bit different than I had before. I will show you that in another video when I'm done. Right now, I just need to get started on finishing this strip quilt, and I'm completely lost because really none of my stuff is back in this room yet. I don't even know where the thread is that I'm going to put in my machine. But I'll get there. I just need to start, right? 2.5 weeks ago, I showed you the sashing that I was going to be doing. If you're not familiar with this series, there is a playlist link in the description of this video, and you can also see it on the end screen that pops up at the end of this video. So go watch the series, or at least go watch the last video so you know where we left off, and now we're going to catch up. So what I did after that video is I sewed my sashing onto each row, and then I put some rows together, but then I had to stop because I'm going to show you how I did that with those two last rows. So I have some, see the sashing is here, and then the sashing for this one is here, and so those two are together, and then I have these two together, hang on, and I have these two sewn together. I have not trimmed these yet, so I wanted to let you know that because you might be like, when is she going to trim these? I will be trimming them now, but first I'm going to show you what I did to put these two together. Since they're not trimmed and the ends are uneven, I did it by looking at the centers. So let me move this pile and we'll get busy with that. This is quite a setup, and again, I don't have the things that I need. Oh, and I did a little bit of editing, so if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I had a pipe break and it soaked this entire room, and I had to move everything out. And by the time they took care of the rug and then the drywall, I was out of commission for a week, a solid week. Okay, I am going to be joining these two rows together. So all I care about is the centers of here and here. I don't care about the top or down here, just here and here. So what I did is I folded my row, because they're all different widths, where this part matched, not necessarily the, not necessarily the sashing that's sticking out. So I just went like this, and then I'm going to go to my ironing board and I'm just going to press right here to make it obvious that that's where the center is. And I'm going to do the same with this one, but I only need to know down here. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to match up this part like that, and then I'm going to press right here. Now I have a nice crease there and there. So I'm just going to put this like this. I'm going to match up the crease, and I do want to put a pin there. And it doesn't matter how long or short each piece is. We don't care. We're just going to sew. And if you want, you could start here at your center and sew this way, and then come back and then sew that way. But I'm just going to, I have to find some pins. I know there's some somewhere. I'm just going to put a pin there and maybe a couple there, and I just start on one end and just go all the way down. So let me do that. I don't even know where my tripod is that is usually holding up my camera right here. I don't know where anything is. Everything's just put everywhere. Okay, I'm back to this side. I'm used to that side. I think I will like this setup once I have everything that I need. I am going to find my shortest row, and I'm going to be trimming to that. Let me do that. I just edited, and I made a mistake, not in what I did, but what I said. I said the wrong thing. So now I'm just going to have to show you what I did. This has already been trimmed. I took my shortest strip, and I folded it in half, and again, I just matched up the edge of the shortest strip. Then I laid it on my mat. It doesn't matter which direction your mat is. You're just going to take your shortest edge and put it over that last line, then you're going to see, where is that fold? My fold is on the 3. So all my other strips, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to put my fold on that same line. Then you trim here, and that will make them all the same width. So I just got to remember number 3. So then I did it with this one, which has also been trimmed. I folded it in half, and I go here, and I put it on that 3, and then I came here and trimmed. Now I'm going to do that to these last 2 pieces. Now I have my 4 rows all trimmed to the same width. And that worked out really well. I liked that. I am going to be stopping here because I have been so stressed out this past week, and I need to get this edited and uploaded. But I am coming back this evening, and I'm going to sew these 4 portions together. I gotta go check my other video to see the order they belong in, and then this will be going on eBay as an auction starting at 1 penny with free shipping for USA. Outside USA will have to pay shipping if they win. I can't do all that tonight. I would lose my mind because this is the first time I'm in here doing any sewing in a week. I want you to subscribe. I want you to come back. Oh, go check out my scrap packs and stuff on eBay. The link is always in the description of my videos. Also on my blog, darlenemisho.com. And I am very glad that I got to do this today. I'm going to sleep much better tonight. Can't wait to work on these. Do another little crumb chat, right? We got a lot of cool things. I just want to get this done, and we are starting a Christmas quilt, okay? So come back, and this will not take long unless another mishap happens in this apartment. But I'm going to sew it tonight, and then I will get this recorded. I'll have the auction ready, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. Oops, I don't even know what to wave. Bye.